Batman!
Help. Under here.
Batman! Say something if you can hear me.
Something if you can hear me.
Gordon.
Christ. Batman. Come on, help me.
It won't move.
Batman, we're gonna need you to help us push this thing off you.
All right. I mean...
Come on! You can do it!
Oh, it's moving. Jesus Christ.
Come on.
The mechanic. Where is he? He didn't make it.
Oh,
Damn
no.
it. He saved my life.
Batman?
It's
I'm all
okay,
right.
Jim. I just need a minute.
Well, when you're feeling up to it, I'd love to hear what the hell happened here.
Guy...
Who did this to you?
Crazy green serum.
He called
Sumo.
himself Bane. His men loaded the weapons onto the APCs. Said they were taking them to a warehouse near the docks. You need to find them.
Don't worry. We'll catch the bastards. You better believe the entire force is motivated after what happened tonight. These bastards declared war on our city.
Be sure to loop in Waller. She can help you.
I already did.
Cool.
Didn't have a choice. Now that Waller's my superior, I have to loop her into everything. Yeah, give us a second, will you?
Thanks, Montoya.
Thanks for sticking your neck out and calling me with this. I need all the juice I can get now that we live in Waller's Gotham. We're going to have to stick together if we're going to weather her storm. You and me, we're nothing like her. We're men of principle, who still believe in the letter of the law.
I will always have your back, Jim.
Thanks, Batman. You don't know how good it is to hear that.
But we do need to kind of keep her a little bit in the loop, make her feel a little
Thanks
bit
again for
listened
keeping me in the
to,
loop. It means a lot.
just to cover our asses. Okay?
Right on time. I'll get to the batcave. See if I can make some sense of what happened tonight.
What happened?
Oh, I was at the scene of a heist at the Gotham brokerage house when Batman called me here.
What were they after?
We're still getting a full account. Once the dust settles, I'll send you everything we've got.
Alright.
Detective Bullock's writing up a full report. I'll have him send you a copy.
Officers are ready for your deployment orders.
I've got to get going.
Agent Avesta, you should be resting.
There will be time for that later. I wanted to thank you properly for saving my life. I wouldn't be
that's
here
what I
without
do.
you.
I'm sorry I wasn't able to rescue your partner.
I know you did everything you could have to save Blake. I hope you know that too. I know you called Gordon because you have history, but this is exactly what the director and her resources are here for. Working with Waller will be the fastest way to stop these murderers before anyone else gets hurt. Consider that. You should go take care of yourself.
Alfred, prep the med bay. We're going to need it.
Packed. Ooh.
Bruce!
Hey.
I'm fine. Really.
You are not fine, Bruce. None of this is fine. You were nearly killed tonight. Those minutes of silence, waiting for you to respond, they were the worst of my life. I didn't know if you were alive or dead, or if I would ever see you again.
I'm so sorry to put you through that, Al.
You'll just do it again tomorrow? We already lost Lucius. I couldn't bear losing you, too. We can talk about all this later. Come on now. Let's get you patched up. As if he wasn't bad enough. Now Director Waller knows your identity.
Yep.
That information in her hands?
Waller isn't the one we need to worry about. Bane is
Yet.
still on the loose, with enough guns to arm a small militia.
I understand. The man died for you tonight, Bruce. Tried to save you from that monstrosity.
And he did.
Too many have died. In too short a time. The cost of this war, it just continues to rise.
Alfred, we will get through this. You know that, right? This storm will pass.
Yes, I know that, Bruce, and I'm sorry for not being my resolute self. It's just this Bane is terrifying. We've never seen this kind of destructive power before.
Waller was right about one thing. Riddler was just a small part of a larger threat. Let's begin with the dart I pulled from his neck.
Got it?
I'm good, thanks, Al. Huh. There's still some toxin left in here.
What kind of toxin?
Something new. There's a whole series of powerful psychoactive meds in this cocktail. Drugs that are lethal when combined.
Who could have come up with such a concoction?
And did the same person pull the trigger?
Bane's attack was one of 3 tonight, all at the same time.
Let's bring him up. Get an assessment of the damage. Gothcorp Labs, genetic research facility. Where do we even start with this?
Yes, I have no idea.
Authorities can't determine what was even stolen until all of that melts.
At least 20 dead, some completely encased in ice.
Others were frozen solid. Some of their limbs shattered as they fled.
Awesome. I mean, oh no,
Waller's
bad
intel shows that the
things happen.
thieves made off with numerous pieces of equipment used in the storage and transportation of biological material.
I don't even want to think what they'd want that for.
No IDs on any suspects, though. Security cameras frozen. All witnesses dead. Gotham brokerage. 10 million in diamonds stolen.
Harley!
Some safety deposit boxes emptied. Contents unknown. Over a dozen dead, and even more wounded. Mostly by gunshot, though some victims had their heads smashed in.
That's barbaric.
That's, I bet you, Harley.
Witnesses place Harleen Quinzel at the scene. Dressed up as a clown and wielding a mallet.
Don't ask me.
Riddler's friends are as insane and gruesome as he was. Perhaps even more.
Those same witnesses say that she acted alone. All that carnage. All by herself.
Whoa, okay. Lots of updates. Right. Oh, here we go. Lucius is gone. He died in an explosion at Wayne Tower, helping me solve Riddler's puzzle. Loyal friend to the end, his last words will always haunt me. That psycho Riddler was responsible for his death, and I will stop at nothing to avenge him. Lucius's funeral didn't go well. Tiffany naturally had questions about her father's death, specifically if Riddler's contraption had anything to do with it. So I told her the truth. I owed her an honest explanation, but in this case, honesty was not the best policy. I still think it was. I would have felt horrible if I lied to her about that. I mean, just think about how deep it would hurt if she like came to work for us and, you know, started developing tech at our incorporation there, maybe even some for Batman, and then I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, this is actually why your father died. That would be even worse, okay? At least I think so. She blew up at me, threatened to dig deeper into what Lucius and I were doing. Maybe I should get in front of that. Probably. She's smart. Gotham citizen support. Oh, we already read this. Is there nothing new? Oh, here we go. Family describes slain Wayne employee as hero. Friends, family, and even billionaire Bruce Wayne gathered at Gotham's Divinity Church today to pay their respects to Lucius Fox, the Wayne Enterprise chief technology officer killed in the explosion that rocked Wayne Tower last Tuesday. An emotional Tiffany Fox, the executive's daughter, described her father as my hero. Fox has been a long-time employee of Wayne Enterprises, shepherding the company's cutting-edge technology through research and development and onto the market. Many have credited him as a true genius behind Wayne's company's enormous success. Pretty much true, to be honest. Though Bruce Wayne himself declined to speak to the press at the funeral, in a statement he called Fox irreplaceable and my most trusted advisor. Following the funeral, Fox was laid to rest in a family plot at Gotham Cemetery.
Money? Biotech? What are they planning?
We won't know until we get to Bane.
I don't mean to cause offense, but you're in no shape to beat the information out of that monster, or take on his friends if it comes to it. We've already seen how formidable Bane is on his own. Taking on all of them, that would be suicide in your current condition.
Of course I could use help. But both the GCPD and the agency are stretched thin. One thing's for sure. We can't just wait around for Bane to strike again. The death toll is already too high.
You told Waller you knew when to be Batman and when to be Bruce. Riddler said his friends abandoned him at the Lady of Dublin.
He alluded to the fact that John Doe was one of them.
If that's the case, then John can get you close to the others. He already wants you to meet them. John Doe might be your best chance of getting inside, finding out what they're up to.
You're right. John's my ticket in. If I play my cards right, John might tell me most of what I want to know.
Well, the less you have to mingle with his friends, the better I'll feel about all this. It'll be dangerous approaching Bane and his people this way. They'll be suspicious of anyone who isn't a proven criminal. You'll have to give the performance of a lifetime to pull the wool over their eyes.
Bruce Wayne has influence, an endless bank account, and as of last year, questionable integrity.
Everything a criminal network looks for in a new recruit.
So that's it then. I find John Doe and accept his offer.
Of course he uses emoticons.
The stacked deck. That's where he is.
I suppose you couldn't wait an hour or two while you rest.
Not a chance.
Nah. Not really my style, Alfred.